Welcome to Planning Phase Syndicate. Tonight, or this morning, I guess, I'm used to saying tonight. This morning, we have the final Kyber Cup matchup before in the Elimination Top Cut round. We have Kess versus Will, a very fun First Order list versus a Galactic Republic list with a little bit of a different twist. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. It's not very early here, but it is early for me. Usually Saturdays I'm sleeping in, but we found out there was a tournament and wanted to ensure that we were able to stream since nobody else had picked it up yet. With that being said, if you don't know who we are, you can go ahead and click the follow and follow us right here on Twitch. We do a live podcast stream where we break down lists, the meta, different scenario objectives, and statistics every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Today's mission will be Salvage Mission, and we will be seeing a lot of crate pickup or no crate pickup. The last two games we streamed, I think they didn't bother to pick crates up until halfway through the game. So we'll kind of see how these two run the gamut here. I'm going to go ahead and run lists down. On Kessa's side, he's got Static with Elusive and an Ion Cannon. Ember with Juke, Fanatical. Gideon Hask with Elusive, Fanatical, Biocryptco, Sensor Buoys, and Agent Terex. Commander Malorus with Fanatical because, hey, why not give Malorus a second slot? And Cluster Missiles. And Kylo Ren in the Whisper with Shattering Shot, Brilliant Evasion, which is my favorite on Kylo. Predator, Magpulse Warheads, Pattern Analyzer, Munitions Failsafe, and of course, the Enhanced Jamming Suite. On Will's side, he's running a Republic list with Anakin in the Delta 7 with Extreme Maneuvers, Patience, Predator, R7, A7, Critbot, and Sync Council. Padme for a very thematic lineup here. With Juke, Fire Control System, R4, and Proton Torpedoes. Then we have Click coming in behind with Dedicated, R3, Sync Council, the Best Title, and Seismic Charges. Last but not least, we have Hound, because we had to downgrade from Warthog to Hawk, now to Hound, if we still want all the loadout. But Hound comes in with the Ayla Secura 7 Fleet Gunner title and Synced Council. I'm going to go ahead and start updating the colors on the overlay that I did not do earlier. I think one of the fun things about these events is sometimes the lists are the same and sometimes they are not, but they all have their own little twist to them. Ember losing the ability to take hull upgrade now shows that Ember gets Juke, which means Ember gets to become defensive as well as being able to use that defensive token to strip, I guess we would say strip eyeballs from the opponent. So it's kind of a fun little list there that that kind of does two things all at once. I have not seen a lot of Anakin in the Delta 7B. A lot of times I see the CLT version, and I don't know if that's because he's just still so expensive, or if it's because that loss of agility. I do really like Delta 7 Annie, and I used to run Delta 7 Annie. Well, shit, this is going to date me, but back in 2.0. But back in 2.0, that was some of the first Jedis I ran. Because the first list I got into was Empire, and then Separatists, and then my son used to run Republic. So what we would do is to change up during the pandemic, because I started playing in 2020 officially, is when I first started collecting, and my son had been playing for about 6 months before that. So he had only wanted to collect Republic ships, and I had the Empire, few Empire ships, and then I started collecting Separatists. So what we do is to kind of change it up so that way we weren't like only playing the lists that we had. We would switch up and I get to play some Jedis. And I think I found that, and this is even before the LAC came out, I found that I did not like the N1s, but then I loved the, I loved the Delta 7s there. Though you could back in the day run 5 CLT Jedi. So that was a thing. Looks like we're getting some dials set here. Kess had won the first player for the setup, and now we're going to see Will come in. Where we got the buoys placed, looks like in the center of the table. So Will's hoping that we get people coming into the center for an engagement. I can't imagine Padme is just going to run right towards Kylo and Ember, but I guess you never know. And we'll see here because the specific ship, Padme does not need to require to be able to have the boost or barrel roll all the time. Anakin kind of relies on it, so I don't see Anakin picking it up. And Click is a 50-50. We could probably see Hound pick it up, though Hound will have no ability to keep the crate, but Hound is a good crate carrier because Hound also does not boost or barrel roll really either. He has the fancy, I guess I can hover over it, the silver ship model for Padme. That's really cool looking. And I really do like that. I kind of like some of the different colors, but the animations I found became kind of a bigger hassle. All right, so we will see Will taking first player. I'm assuming they're... Yep, they started the timer. So here we go. With the new rounds, not allowing... rounds not allowing... So we do get Padme turning in here. Interesting. So with the new rounds not allowing us to pick up objectives to begin with, it looks like Hound is being set up to bank in, pick up that objective next round, kind of stay closer with Padme, or let Padme go through the rocks. You don't want Hound to get too far behind, otherwise Hound will not give the rerolls needed. But being able to go up the side of the board there with Click kind of makes a lot of sense because Click can now come in and get that objective marker, if not next turn, the return after that. And we see Ember going all the way forward. And again, in the last game that we streamed with the First Order, we did not see Ember or Kylo pick up a objective. We did see the TIE fighters do so, and it looks like Valorous will be able to pick that one up ahead of time. Will is keeping his ships far enough apart to avoid the cluster missile shots. And I will say I have played a Commander Valorous with, instead of putting the Fanatical, I've upgraded the cluster missiles to concussion missiles now that those are 5 points. And I have found those to be pretty tasty as well, honestly. I rather enjoy those there. One thing about Kylo we are missing that we usually see is sensor scramblers. So there is no sensor scramblers, probably hence why he put them on the other side of the board. And we get Anakin coming in right behind Padme there. Well, that Padme-Anakin combo will be a heavy-hitting combo. Will has a little bit of an advantage with the protons and with the fact that he has Anakin with that crit bot, being able to push crits at least into the dice, whether they're actually do anything, it's beyond me, but they can be pushed into the dice at least. Kylo with the Shattering Shot, I'm assuming will try to hover, but I think Shattering Shot kind of becomes, if you get it off, great. If not, you don't have to worry about it. The neat thing about Kylo is Kylo can fly past you and shoot you from behind, as well as being able to shoot the Magpulse warheads from behind. And with these buoys here, if the Republic gets close enough this next turn, he'll be able to take locks from the buoys, which is kind of a neat little thing. So with his biohex codes on Gideon, that will allow him to be able to do jamming at any distance. So if he can get it on Padme there, he just, hey, no more proton torpedo. I do wonder what I guess I see the point in putting the buoy on the bottom of the screen so it can help in late game. I have seen people just go after to try to shoot them opening round, and that would not be very advantageous of them. We'll see if Republic gets close enough and there's no enemy ships. Obviously, you might as well shoot the buoys there. Earlier, what we yesterday, was it yesterday? No, the day before when we had a game on, Gideon had Hondo as a second crew slot, which we thought was kind of cool. I hadn't seen that ran on Gideon yet, but it kind of makes sense. The first round was nothing but every ship on both sides basically taking target locks on rocks. All right, Will wins it again for round 2. Yep, and we see Hound just slowly going up the fair there. I probably would have done a 2 though, because you don't want to hit that rock and you don't want to be pointed in the wrong direction. But I guess Hound can help Click go in and try to deal with Malorus ahead of time. Yep, and now we get Padme coming in, taking her free evade. Oh, she didn't even do it. She did it too. Wow. All right, so Padme not coming in and taking it. All right, so we have Static picking up the objective there. Ooh. Gideon picking up an objective. And then we have Ember coming in. And Ember picking up an objective. So that is 3 objectives so far picked up by the First Order. Kylo's going to come out around on the right-hand side and basically get, there you go, get set there to try to outmaneuver some of these. Not that he has outmaneuver, but... And wow. 4 objectives picked up by Cass this round. So that's kind of crazy. It'll be fun to see that. Now we have Anakin coming in. Very slowly, right behind Padme. So there will be 4 points scored for Cass this round and 1 point for Will. I think he's looking to see a 7th Fleet Gunner trigger. Wonder if he's debating if he doesn't have arc, if the 7th Fleet Gunner triggers and still takes the disarm or not. I don't know if it really matters. It might matter. Probably not, though. Pretty sure Hound has 0 shot. I don't think Click has a shot either. Both Anakin and Kylo are out. Yep. Nothing for Malorus. There is a shot between Padme and Static. Morning Axion. All right. Not spending her focus. One. Then we do get... So Click does actually have a shot. And then he will shoot in. Yep. 2 hits. And there is 1 damage going into Malorus there. Malorus is probably not happy about it, but he does have Fanatical that will be able to start triggering soon. I don't know why. Okay. I was like, I don't know how they're rolling 8 dice. I've never seen that before. All right. Padme is safe. No problem. All right. So on the board, we have Kess with 4 points, and Will get 1 objective point. I do not think Kess will run away with these ships. I think he's just taking them because it was an easy round to be able to take that. I will say Ember, the Ember thing is a very weird... Ember is going to be very hindered by this. I guess Ember just doesn't need to reposition, and that's probably fine. I think it depends. Do we get the Anakin churn in to face off with Kylo, or are we going to see Anakin and Padme go into the fray and attack Malorus and Static? Because Kylo can probably get in there pretty close and either do the jam. Might be able to still get in there and boost jam. I'm not 100% sure. I hate TTS from this angle. With a passion. But I do think that we're going to see Kylo come around. It's just a bigger question. Does Anakin want to joust Kylo? I'm going to assume not. I'm going to assume force Kylo to come in from behind. Because the Ember is right there as well. But if Anakin and Padme can go in and delete one of those ships, one of those FOs, I think that's a benefit. And with them having the crit abilities, it'll be pretty huge this round. See, and this is where if I feel Hound could have been 1 speed faster, still picked up that crate, and then been able to more easily get around that rock. I do like with the addition and the change to the rules, not letting anything happen on round 1 with objectives. I love that. That makes things so much better. We have a lot more simulated play towards what 2.0 was than before. We've had more just like jousting and like nobody cares about objective games than I've ever seen since we went to 2.5. And it allows for sensor buoys and probe droids on the separate side to actually be a valid like tool again. Like before, you threw your things out, but then you had to rush in so fast to get objectives. It wasn't worth it. Now I am able to spend a little bit more time setting up. All right. So looks like we have 1 player set. I think he's just debating on what he wants to do with his Kylo there. Oh, all right. So we're going to get a roll off for the next round. And this time it will go to Kess. Kess will get the initiative this round. I don't know if that helps him a lot. It means that the other ones will move. Yeah, see there you do the straight, probably do the rotate. Yep. Still has Ayla. And there we go. We get static coming in. So while it might not help the ability to get target locks for Gideon, it will 100% allow him to work on getting blocks on the anime ship. And there we have Ember taking a target lock on that. And did he take a straight? He took a deplete. Oh, and we have Gideon coming in behind. So Gideon's going to follow the Embers and the Embers and the Kylos of the world. And there we have Click doing stress target locks. And we do get the block on Padme. She will take the stress focus. And we get Malorus. Holy crap. We got Malorus coming in hot there. Taking a target lock on Mr. Anakin. So now we'll see, does Anakin come in or does Anakin turn away? So they are going all in on Anakin today. And we get the Kylo turn in. He will be able to get a jam. So now we get to see, does Kylo or yep, Anakin. So Anakin does go in, and oh man, Anakin's gonna be in bullseye too, it looks like. Oof. And he must have took some sort of an action. Malorus will take the thing there to be able to use his ability to stress. And that little Kylo Whisper ship is very, very fast. All right, passing off his Calculate. So we'll get Anakin first. A range 1 into static. And we'll get the Hound rerolls, is my assumption. Yep. And does he use the crit bot too or not? Nope. Just hit, crit. Malorus being able, oh, that's right, static being able to spend that evade and the focus token to take no damage. Good spend on Kylo's behalf though. All right. Now we should see the FO going first. He's going to shoot cluster missiles. All right. And that target lock. And it just hit crit. And we do get... Oh, does he have dedicated? He does, doesn't he? You have dedicated. Can't look fast enough. Yeah, he does have dedicated. So take the strain, get an evade, only take 1 damage. I love dedicated so much. All right, now we're gonna get Kylo. Hit crit. Holy crap. Kylo's pissed too. Oh no, Anakin. Oh, man. Yes, give me a second, and once the action dies down a little bit, it is a structural damage. Well, that's definitely not good for Anakin there. All right. All right, I assume Hound's just going all into Anakin. I guess everybody goes into Anakin. An Anakin sandwich. Yep. Uses Gideon's ability. I don't know why he keeps re-rolling. But he's rolled a blank every time, so. And Anakin says, not today. I will not die today. That means I don't think Ember's going to have a shot. It'll just be if Static has a shot, which Static does not get a shot on Anakin, so Anakin will live this round. Click's ability being able to reduce the the amount of red dice roll can be pretty good. So going into Click. Looks like he's throwing the ion. Oh, no. All right. So Click will take 1 damage and get an ion. So we know where Click will be next round. All right. Now we got Click going to shoot. And Padme hasn't shot yet. So Click will go into Static first. Click's ability is just so good. Using 7th Fleet Gunner. Gonna use that convergence charge. And we do get 3 hits. And well, elusive. All right, so only 1. We're only gonna get 1 damage in. I thought he was shooting at Static. Oh, yeah, he did have to shoot at Static. All right. So we get Padme with 1 crit. Can he drop the crate? Nope. And Static says no. So they will maintain all of their crates so far. 1 shot left going in that from Hound. And doesn't matter. All right, so we will have 4 more points for Kess. And 1 more point for Will. And we know Click's going either 1 forward or 1 bank. I really like that ion change so much. I like that ion change so much. It made Click break all the locks, and then on top of that, it makes Click have to be able to go 1 forward next round. But at least on Click's side, he's able to go a bank maneuver, so he can still stay in the fight, which I think is important because before the ion was so powerful, like he was just like, oh, I'm just gonna go straight, hell, we used to be able to walk ships off the board, which you still can do, but it's a lot harder with a small base now. It looks like dials are mostly set for the FO player, and we are pretty close on the Republic side. Right now, it looks a little bit more in favor of Kess here. especially with picking up all those crates there. Malorus is gonna kind of be out of the fight with this, but I don't know if that really matters that much. And then I think we'll see here Padme being stressed means Padme has to do a blue maneuver to clear. And I don't think Padme's banks are blue. No, wrong mouse. I don't think Padme has blue banks, does she? Oh, yep, she does have the three blue bank. Scott's gotta get, or Will's gotta get some points here. Gotta get a ship off the board this round to keep at pace. And Static has definitely been a sleeper, I think, until 2.5. With this 2.5 has just been so good. We've seen so much Static. And originally, I kind of was like, if I have to choose, I don't want to take Static. I'd rather take Null or somebody else. But no, I think Static is the only choice. The only choice here. All right, we're going to get a roll-off for the next round. You're officially in round 4 now. And it looks like Kess is going to get the win again. Oh no, we get a bump from Hound. Oh, and Hound takes a crit. Hound takes a crit, which means Hound has to drop that crate. Hold on, I guess I'm gonna hop over to the server real quick. You guys. I think you take a crit. I can look it up though if you want. Okay. Okay, cool. There you go. All right, so they only take a hit. I did not know that. I've been playing that wrong. I've been taking hits or crits every time I roll it. All right, so we get a turn around maneuver with Static there. And we get Ember just doing the churn in there to keep his arc, their arc on everybody else. We'll get ahead and get rid of that. Already has a target lock, can't barrel roll or boost. Just takes an evade there. I'm going to take a focus there. All right. Gideon coming in here. Gideon taking a focus. Padme doing it too hard. Clearing the stress will not get the evade. Is close enough that protons, I think, won't matter. But deciding to go for violence and take the target lock anyway. We will see Click going one forward. And just taking a focus. Oof, we get an Anakin bump. Anakin doesn't go first. All right, then we get Malorus just kind of clearing it. Gonna hold on to the whatchamacallit there, the crate, and take a target lock. anybody is going to be able to shoot him, then he will just he'll just spend his charge. Taking the target lock on Hound. Probably means he's going around the rock. We get Kylo coming in, I assume for a focus jam, be my guess. Unless he wants to take a target lock on Hound there. Oh, he's just going to take a target lock on Anakin. All right. Oh, he does have missiles. That's right. Now we get the Anakin bump. No effect. No big deal for Anakin. Anakin's still alive. And now Anakin will have no shot, so we will be going on to the First Order. We'll have Terex. I don't know who Terex is going to give to calculate to. You give it to Kylo, don't you? If Kylo's going to shoot that mag pulse, I mean, I guess he has force, so it's really inconsequential. Maybe you give it to yourself. Well, I guess he's not going to give it to anyone. All right. All right, so we're going to get a Kylo into an Anakin. Opting to not to go for that and go for just the 2-dice shot. Target lock, spend your force, or hit. Anakin will have to spend a force to stay alive. Now we're going to get Ember shooting through the rock. I think he was hoping to clean up there with him, so that Ember would get the range 2 shot into Padme. All right. Range 3 through a rock, and just spend your focus. Oh, Anakin. And Anakin goes down. We'll definitely put a commanding lead for Kess in there at 15 points. Think now, do you focus on Click? Do you focus on Padme? All right, we're going into Padme. Just the one. And Padme gets the evade. Going back into Padme again. Just the one. And no dice. He could take the strain. Yep. We're dedicated, and he still rolls blanks. Oh, no. Oh, man. Not good. All right. So that was Gideon. Now we have Click and Padme left. All right. Range 3, just one. And Gideon says, don't worry about it. Padme, range 1. This time she does have a target lock. She could spend it if she would like. And just one crit. And Gideon says, no, thank you. No, thank you. All right. I think that's all the shots. And we will get 4 points for Kess and 3 points for Will. Or 1 point for Will, sorry. I will put him at 3 points. I wonder if they're debating if he can come back. So essentially, you would have to knock all 4 crates off this round, this next round, to even be in the game. I think it can be done, but it is pretty low probability. And I'm guessing they're calling it. Looks like they're calling it, so. Well, thank you all for joining us here on Planning Phase Syndicate. If you have not yet, you can subscribe to us here on Twitch and get all of our updates. We have XTC coming up pretty soon, so we will be playing our streaming XTC games as well as Kyber Cup top 32 games. Thank you all for joining us. We will be back Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, with a show analyzing the 312 Squadron tournament as well as the GSP tournament. Thank you all. Have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.